Hello and welcome to Random Roleplay. I'm Deven of TRG Network, and we are back with some more Planeswalkers. Now, the special episode for a different reason this time. And that reason being that this was the final episode to be uploaded to TRG Network, for we determined we're going to make Random Roleplay. And in doing so, we decided, refresh, just start uploading it there. It would be pointless to upload 5 or 6 of the final episodes of a campaign on a new channel. That's not going to get much traction. So, started from scratch and been uploading and uploading. That's why the campaign's coming out so late from when it ended. We are now 11 months out from the ending of this campaign at the time of this recording. It was very much recorded through the bulk of 2021. So to finally be able to get this out here is kind of a weight lifted off my shoulders, as you can tell. Because yeah, these next 6 or so episodes are the ones I'm least familiar with. I haven't watched them over and over again. I haven't edited them previously, so it's going to be a new experience for me too. Speaking of new experiences, here's a new way of getting that hint. How's that for a segue? This hint you see going to be coming in the form of a timestamp, this timestamp right here. And you see, the thing about this timestamp is I need you to not jump to it, okay? Don't friggin' spoil yourself on the session just because you want to get the hint out of the way. I suggest writing it down on the side, keeping it in your noggin, because this timestamp's damn near towards the end of the video, and I know for a fact you will spoil the majority of the episode for yourself if you were to jump to that timestamp. So please, do me and you a favor, not do that. But I believe that's all I got to cover for this intro. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Algorithm, gods be blessed, and all that jazz. So, without further ado, on to the show. And so, we return to the cage, the city of doors, Sigil, and the party in the form of Cassius the Tiefling, Arudim the Half-Orc, Naleek the Half-Elf, Crantor the Gallataur, Deis the Lamian Elf. Last we left off, the party had just arrived in Sigil and momentarily were taken aback by the geography of the plane. Taking some direction and getting lost via Deis' guidance, the party eventually stumbles upon some kip in the form of the prime-friendly Adventurers Hall Inn. The group spends the evening catching up with each other, learning of the legacy that Okiro has built for herself, and getting pranked by Arudim, bro. Ultimately, Arudim and Deis end off the night with a heart-to-heart, but it's even this relatively enjoyable evening in which it was during the little honeymoon moments of Crantor and Okiro post-prank that Naleek just decided to head off to bed. I believe Cassius was also heading off to bed and saw Naleek kind of just irritated.
Cass will kind of follow him in there, and I'm not gonna try to pry into how he's feeling, but Cass will just walk up. Where is Naleek in his bedroom? Is he already in his bed?
I imagine what would have been happening, he will have grabbed all his armor because he kind of took it all off in the living room. And he'll have kind of taken it into his room, and he kind of just pulled his door closed behind him, but it didn't fully close, and propping it up appropriately next to the bed and nightstand. You see the cupboard will be pulled over, but he's not in.
Yeah, I'll walk up to the door. You got a minute?
Sure. But I'm tired, so quick.
I just wanted to say I'm really glad that you and Arudim made it back safe. I've lost too many already, and really made me feel better seeing you guys again. Get some rest, man. You've earned it.
And his look kind of jolted up to you when you said you were really glad they were back. Thanks, man. It may have not been as scary for me as it was for Arudim, but it's still nice to know that you guys were as concerned as you were. And,
to be honest, if we had to choose between Celestia and you, well, we made that choice.
No, I totally understand. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Absolutely. What is my insight modifier? That is a 14 insight.
Alrighty. You can definitely tell he's trying to reserve some feelings here.
Yeah.
He wants to open up about something, but he feels like it's just not a good time.
Mm-hmm. And kind of following along with that same theme, and the reason why Cass didn't want to kind of press anything. He has been on edge ever since they grouped back up and he got shot in the neck. He's gonna nod. Get some rest, man. I can only imagine how bad it was for you guys being lost.
Hey, I drifted a lot longer the first time, and the second time with you guys was also kind of worse. So, when we were going to the Hells, because we almost got caught up in the storm. Well, me and Arudim did get caught up in the storm, but I don't know. It was just, I guess I was too concerned about him to really be bothered about myself. But yeah, I know the astral plane. I can make it work. Maybe we can talk again tomorrow or something. I mean, we both got a little bit clearer head on. I got a better temperament.
You get some rest, man. And he'll just walk out and he won't completely close the door, but he'll just kind of prop it right up against the door jamb. And he will walk toward his bedroom.
And with that, I believe more or less everyone kind of turns in for the evening. And that will bring us up to the morning, where Crantor, you wake up almost immediately. Very familiar hunting. Happy to see the chiefs reunited. Your signing resulted in halting a slaughter of the Storm's Eye. Your comrades shouldn't criticize your business conduct so much.
No response.
And kind of just as a reminder, you'll almost immediately be reminded by his words of how critical Arudim seemed to be, and to a lesser extent, I suppose. No, actually, Cassius was ultimately trusting of Crantor in his decision, right? Or was Cassius still kind of...
Cassius, he knows the position Crantor's in. He's dealt with the underworld pretty much ever since he started adventuring, so he knows, Crantor was not given an option. He was given a choice between a lesser of two evils. And he knows that the one thing Crantor needs most, or at least the way Cassius feels, is the one thing that Crantor needs most is an ally, somebody that he knows will have his back. And so that's exactly what Cassius said, is that no matter what decision that Crantor makes in this regard, Cassius will stand by him.
Okay, so then it was mostly Arudim who was just not about it because pride reasons, I believe, Kobold cited.
Also, he doesn't make deals with people who threaten him.
Yes, that too. So essentially, yes, Crantor, this is Kosal's way of saying, see, Arudim didn't sign with me, it was a bad choice, but you did, and it saved him.
In fact, Crantor will have a response. He'll just grunt his most dismissive grunt.
I see.
That's it.
Yeah, and you'll notice that you woke up Okuro as you raised your head, and you kind of see that you both passed out in your setup in the living room between the table and couch.
On our piles of stuff. Those Moroccan style. Sigil style, I should say.
Sigil style. Landscape is something else. So yes, Okuro sit up, almost kind of start standing and stretching. Is everything okay?
It's nothing, just someone who thinks he's more... someone who thinks he has me in more of a compromising position than he does.
Ah yes, this is the fiend that you signed the contract with.
The very same.
I see.
Keeps taunting me.
Then I suggest not mentioning it to your comrade.
I had no intention of it.
I understand lying, or rather hiding truths, can feel very wrong, but sometimes it is for the better. For example, my faction's name, I did not give you the correct one yesterday. I don't think it is good for you to know it. At least not here in...
I don't quite understand, but I trust you.
Thank you, that is all I ask.
And it's also the same as how I didn't mention your existence just because I knew it could leave both of us vulnerable.
On one hand, I can appreciate that, but it seems like it's caused a bit of a conflict with your elven friend.
Yes, I will need to talk to him about that. Yeah, that's gonna be something to deal with.
I imagine Okiro really was just kind of deadpan staring at you, waiting for you to say things in the entirety of that silence.
Right, she just has one eyebrow up as just as high as it'll go. He's not gonna give anything away.
But fret not. It is simply because of the threat to the factions from the lady once upon a time I meant.
I see. You have implicit trust in me, so don't worry of anything.
I will
What do you plan on doing today?
When we go down to the lobby, I'm going to ask around for the quickest trip back to material, or
I
a
see.
plane I am familiar with. I need to get back on course with my plan.
I won't deny that it makes me sad that our time together has been so short, but I understand.
I always had a feeling that our reunion would be brief. However, I will say that it's less than pleasing that it's here, of all planes. I apologize if it seems rude to say. I just do not like the environment of this plane in general, and aforementioned history is probably not safest.
I understand. And he'll just give her the biggest kiss he possibly can, and hold her just as close as he can.
What are you all going to do? You all are going to find this all-knowing? How do you intend on doing that?
I believe Deis knows where to find him. She seems to be incredibly well versed of this plane, which
At the sound of
intimidates
her
me just a bit.
name, a moan behind the couch.
Just slithering behind them, rising up.
Not even, just moaning.
Hello, Deis.
Morning, Deis.
Is it?
I believe so. It's hard to tell here.
You'll see Yokiro kind of go wandering over and go down the hall to, like, the window, which is, like, at the end of the hallway, and she looks out. I can't quite tell. It is rainy.
Could be worse then.
Oh, the rain is brown.
Oh,
Still
that's
could be worse.
Oh, I don't want to go out in that.
Let's see. Right, doors. You children are wonderful, and yet you let me drink so much. Oh,
I don't believe we could have stopped you.
no, probably not.
Yeah.
Are the others awake?
None of them have come out yet, so...
Oh, that's good. I can take a few minutes to freshen up. Oh, Okuro, darling, I've wrote down the prophecies from the lady. I think they're on a napkin on one of the plates.
Ew. And she goes over it and picks up the napkin. And her eyes kind of widen, staring at it for a moment. Apologies,
Yeah.
what language is this in?
I'm gonna roll randomly to see which one it is.
I just want to imagine there's like a coffee ring on the napkin or something.
Oh no! In my head, it's stained. It's scribbled down. Part of the napkin tore because she was writing so forcefully. It's almost indiscernible.
Exactly.
Okay, does she under Draconic?
And almost delightfully, she goes, oh no! I don't know Draconic, unfortunately. So I'm that would explain why I can't read this. Apologies.
Oh, I'll write it down. Oh, I think I heard you two talking about you leaving Sigil?
Yes, when we go down to the lobby, presumably some point in this day, I'm going to see if I can find any nearby portals to the Prime or one of the upper planes that I may be familiar with.
Well, I know two touts that could help with that, and as well as I know an impis little shit that could help with the backwards hands cat.
Well, that sounds like that would be up Crantor's alley.
Yes, Cassius said you were quite handy in getting information out of little shits.
Crantor, is this true?
Oh yeah, we had a lovely dinner where I played him a bit. He'll just look smugly at Okiro.
Ah, I see.
I'll pop out his chest a bit.
Roll an insight check on Okiro for me, Crantor.
Oh please, yes.
Does she get advantage for being the future wife?
No.
Don't give him ideas.
Oof.
How's a 26 do you?
Yeah, you can tell that she is trying to act impressed. It's no doubt impressive, but she's done similar things. So she's, like, not impressed with the general concept, it's more so that it's you doing it. You're very clearly saying it with pride, so she's trying to reinforce that pride.
God, I love this woman.
I love it.
Yeah, DS will finally get up, cricking her tail like, ooh, like something didn't sit right. Well, I'm going to go freshen up, and maybe one of you can awaken our companions, because we shouldn't waste too much time.
I think they'll wake up on their own. Is there any rush?
I don't
Well-
believe so. You want some time to freshen up, don't you, Deis?
Oh, true. I'm a well-versed traveler. I can easily do that, but if I have time to do something a little more fancy, I would love to. And she will make her way back to the baths.
Alrighty, in which case we are going to cut over to whom I would presume is awake first, based on their mentality. Arudim, would you have still attempted to wake up early?
So he's already awake. Question, what is the rest of this entire building like? Like, is there like a lobby where he can just chill and wait for them to come downstairs?
Theoretically, you could have made your way into the living room where you guys have the block in which you would insert in the wall to teleport down to the lobby, but you would have had to make it past Okiro, Crantor, and Deis, all pretty much sprawled out across the living room.
Wow, it's almost like I'm a monk rogue and I could totally do that.
And so you did, and so then very well, you will have made your way down to the lobby.
I'm sorry, that sounded like such an asshole way to say it. I'm sorry.
Alrighty, so here's the thing, right? You'll have been down there for like 3 hours now? Since you went over everybody, implying how much earlier you woke up.
So they should be down somewhere within the next hour or two.
You'll have come down to pretty much the warm glow of the refined hall, and long gates obnoxiously far down. You realize how much of a wide hallway this tavern is. It's full of tables. There's barely anyone down here, as it's relatively early in what you'd probably consider morning. You'll see a couple of the halflings cleaning up the place, just wiping down tables, bussing. There'll be a couple of people at the counter. Actually, there will be a pair of halfling lizard folk. The two halflings will be together, but they'll be farther away from the lizard folk, and there will be the dwarven bartender. It's kind of just moseying about, chatting a little bit with the halfling. And with his little 4 strands of hair draped over his bare scalp. And his handlebar chops combo.
Ultimate dad.
I'd almost go uncle.
The Chad of uncles. Uncle Chadgar.
Well, you have
Arudim basically relaxes for just 2 seconds, takes a deep breath, and is on high alert again. He's going to take out his daggers, and he is going to try to concentrate his ki through his daggers.
Where exactly is this occurring, first off? It's in the tavern.
It's just in the tavern. He's sitting alone.
Did you
as far away from people as he can.
So, what, did you go down? Alright, so I should probably draw up a die.
It doesn't really matter, as long as I'm in a corner.
Okay, now I guess you'd probably have to go to the far end by the doors. Pretty much opposite end of where you arrived.
That's totally fine. As long as I'm away from other people.
I never know when these details will matter. That's why I always try to specify. You're sitting probably at the far corner table.
He's just gonna try and focus this weird kind of essence he has inside of him. And he's going to try to focus it into the blade. And he keeps focusing, he breathes, and it starts to feel different. And then it's gone. He puts the knife away. Frustrated. Oh, and that's right, we got a long rest. I'm gonna reset my hit points.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's not how that works. You roll hit die to gain hit points back, remember?
Oh, I thought it was we gain a number of hit die equal to our level after a long rest.
No, you gain half your maximum hit die back, and you have to roll hit die after that to regain HP. You don't just reset it on a long rest.
I'm just gonna use 4. Oh, is it rolling maximum for some reason?
No, it's just you got really fucking lucky. Holy shit, what? Refresh really quick. Huh?
Okay, I'm refreshing. Gotta change my picture back again. There we go. Hold on.
Yeah, it must
Zoom
be
out
on your
all the
end.
way.
It's not doing mine.
So I just got some maximum rolls I didn't realize. Wow. Okay, cool. That'll bring me back to max. Easy.
Okay, so you regain them beforehand. When you complete the long rest is when you get the hit die, and then you roll to determine how much HP you gain back. So you will have been at max.
So I would have already been at max, so then I spent 4 hit die to bring me to maximum.
Alrighty. Just realized you have a D8 both.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty. Anybody, while that's the case, if anybody else has HP they want or need to.
I also can reset my key back to 2.
All 2 of your key points.
Hey, I'm a level 2 monk. Give me a break, man.
I want to get more levels.
Yeah, give me more levels, boy. Give me more
fights.
things to shank.
So yes, you'll have been sitting over in the corner for a good while, and after you put away your daggers for a bit, one of the halflings will have come over to you and be like, "Hey, you looking for anything? You want anything, buddy? Gonna get you."
In his head, just like, fuck conversation, don't be weird. He kind of glances over. Maybe some coffee.
Absolutely, you got it. And I'll bring you over the sugar and stuff. And the halfling kind of scurries away. You can tell he was a little intimidated by you, more so because of what you were doing over here in the corner.
Yeah.
But yes, you'll pretty much, for more or less, you'll just kind of been chilling down there quietly. A couple of people have come in and out as they go by various races. You'll see a Kenku and a rabbit folk come in, a gnome at one point. It's a nice heavy set-jin will just kind of come floating in, and we'll meet up with a pair of halflings. They'll kind of sit over at a table, closer to the wall, but still that side of the Adventurous Hall Tavern section. And we go back up to the suite, where imagine Cassius will finally be waking up from the glow through the window.
As the sun, if there was sunlight, he would wake up, and first thing he would do is kind of flex himself out a little bit, just kind of loosen up his body, smell himself, realize, oh god, I haven't showered, and oh yeah. That's right, Arudim and Deis had the bath last night. Must bathe.
I mean to talk to you about that, Cassius.
Must bathe. Prestidigitation is good and all, but it just is not the same. Wait, Lucy, where you at?
And she kind of just comes skittering out from underneath the pillow in the bed that you were in. It's kind of just...
Ah, there you are. Bath time, old girl. Let's go. He'll just, hold his hand down to the pillow.
Yeah, she comes skittering up. She kind of pops into your hand right up the sleeve.
There we go. And with his armor and sword still in the bedroom, he will walk out, just kind of look down the hall to see if anyone's still awake, or if anyone has woken up yet. Not saying anything, trying to be as quiet and respectful as he can.
You'll notice...
he might notice that Arudim's door is open and empty.
Yes, there's that as well. Naleek's door being cracked.
Cracked as in slightly ajar, or cracked as in a claymore venting anger?
You might have heard that part, so we're gonna go with cracked open. Yeah.
Not if he knows the silence spell.
Shit, you're right. That's actually really good. Silence the hotel room, completely wrecks the hotel room. That's better.
All right, where did I put that mending cantrip?
Oh,
no, he won't say anything out loud. He won't announce his presence. He'll just kind of take it as everybody was too tired and is either still asleep, didn't bother to close the door, and he'll just kind of walk into the bath very quietly.
Yeah, you mosey by. You actually have to cut across the living room down the other hall to go to the bath.
Oh,
so
okay.
You'll come by. No, yeah, but they're on the far side of the living room. Well, you'll see Crantor and Okie Rose kind of nestled up next to each other as they're leaning over the couch in between the couch and the table, kind of snoozing away. You'll see the tip of Deis' tail just kind of poked out from behind the couch. Make your way into the bathroom.
Oh, so he's getting up earlier?
Yes. The idea is that you guys were the ones who got really wrecked, so you slept in the most.
That's fair.
I mean, Cassius would have had a drink, but he's also pretty good when it comes to his alcohol. He didn't get drunk.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, while you're showering, essentially, is when the gang will kind of woken up at this point. While you're in there, I'll say, you'll kind of start to hear Crantor's voice as he's chatting with Okiro and then Dave.
Wait, I feel a vibration. I know this vibration. Crantor's awake, he's speaking. It's just that baritone.
Well, anyway,
carries
like I was
through the
saying,
walls.
my good friend Cassius.
He's only got the nicest things to say. I love that man.
Wish he bathed more is all.
I imagine.
I mean to talk to him about that.
Allow me to describe this. Cassius can hear it. He's got a brush in one hand. He hears that. His eyebrows scrunched together. His jaw kind of pokes out a little bit, and he just kind of got that pouty face. He just starts scrubbing really vigorously in his back. Just staring at the door.
Okay, so yes, Cassius, you'll have made your way out of the showers. Everyone's through. Actually, you'll just run into Deis, so she's on her way to the bathroom to freshen up.
Cassius is wearing his pants no shirt, which I don't know if Deis knows, but from about where his abs would go, around where his left kidney is, around behind him, he'd have a jagged scar.
Given her eyes are barely open, I doubt she even notices.
Okay. I just don't know if you as the player were ever in a game where it ever came up. Because I think the last time it came up was at the end of the Avernus arc.
But yeah, she'll pass you by, just kind of wave, like, oh, morning. Just not even making a sound, just slither into the bath.
Listen, we've all had that morning in a hotel, all right?
Where the sound of somebody breathing is, oh my god, why are you yelling?
Yep. Why is the sun so loud?
Coming out into the living room, everyone kind of just like murmuring about themselves. Really, only Okiro's moving out and about. Crantor, I don't believe, has even stood up yet.
No, he's being lazy.
Yeah, he's lounging on his chair.
Pillows. He can't fit in chairs.
Sure he can, he just turned the floor into his chair.
Exactly.
Cassius will walk out, he's got one towel around his neck. You know, frat boy style.
That's the way.
Wet hair is all slicked back.
Will be an up-down from Crantor. An up-down-up.
Mm-hmm. Cassius will say nothing, he'll just let him look.
Morning.
Anyone seen Naleek or Arudim yet?
No, I've only seen Okiro and Deis.
Yeah, she looked a bit worse for wear. Deis did.
Yeah, she did. But she'll pull through. I have no doubt about that.
Oh, well, you know, I'm not going to disagree with you on that one. Now, I'm going to go knock on Naleek's door, see if he's doing all right.
Tell you what, I'll come with you.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So you guys crowd up into the hallway to go down to knock on his door, and just as you're about to knock on the door, which is still cracked, Naleek just opens it, already armored up and everything. He's like,
Morning, Naleek.
morning.
I got an early start, but you're already ready to go. God damn.
Oh, I've been up for a bit, actually. I think I heard you come out. I think I woke up to the portal noise. Did you guys not hear that?
Portal noise.
Yeah, when someone comes in and out of the door. You know, when Elbow was doing that last night. There was
is that what that shook noise was?
Yeah. I figured it was Arudim going down. Because I haven't seen him, but I also haven't been out of my room yet. Wow, Cassius, you smell really good.
Is that lavender?
Well, yeah, it's not like I'm any other color. Oh, you meant the scent. Okay, got it.
Okay, that was good. I always thought he was more of a lilac.
I have no words.
Sorry, I had to.
Crantor
set me up on that one.
No, that was Naleek saying that, but that's because I, as DM, had no words, and that was perfect. And Naleek kind of like snakes by you guys, no pun intended, as he goes, "Where's Deis?" Oh, never mind.
Oh, she's taking a moment.
Yeah, she's in the bath again.
See all the steam bellowing out from underneath the door crack. Ah, gotcha.
Oh, she doesn't bother with the door.
I thought not.
I love the delivery of that so matter-of-factly. Like, oh man. So what's the plan? Kind of just turns around looking back at Cassius and Crantor as I imagine you guys are coming back out into the living room with you.
Well, I think it might be a good idea to get everybody together. But I was going to go ahead and check in on Arudim, see how he's doing. But if he left, as you said, you know what? Hang on. Given everything that's happened and all the shenanigans, might be a good idea to confirm that it was him headed out and not somebody else coming in.
Oh,
and he'll walk over to Arudim's door and... Oi, you in there, brother?
Absolute silence. Naleek's like, alright, now you're getting me paranoid.
Well, he's not in there, so there's a pretty good chance that it was him leaving. Unless somebody got him, which, let's face it, that's not gonna fucking happen.
You know what? That's where my next line of words would go. And did you see the minefield that was the living room this morning? How is anybody?
Look, I need a lot of cushions, alright? I'm a big boy.
And that's fine, but I'm just saying, I don't think anybody's going to quietly get past you, Okiro, and Deis, no matter how much wine you got in your systems. Especially the way you guys were all sprawled over the floor like that.
I can think of one person that would do it, that could do it. It's Arudim.
Yeah, that's the
okay,
only one
then
I
he's
can think of,
fine.
too.
Oh my gosh.
We should still check. We should find him.
I hate
Yeah.
that our lives have done this to us. we're sitting here discussing whether or not our friend has been kidnapped underneath our noses like this. Like, weighing the possibilities of it. Oh my god.
Much better. Do you want me to sending him?
No, don't waste
If you wouldn't mind.
You know what? Yeah, he's definitely fine, because if I'm telling you to not bother wasting the spell slot, then it's obviously not
I'm pretty sure if somebody broke in, there would be much more of a ruckus.
This way, if you just sending him, we can get him to come back here, wherever he is.
Just sure.
That in his bedroom is very well kept. Like, it's very well organized.
Yes, but so is he.
Well, what I mean is there's no sign of a struggle.
Let's just go down to the lobby, and if he's not there, then we can be concerned. How about that? I'm getting anxiety from this. And all he says is just kind of like brushing his bangs out his face.
Crantor will just put a hand on his shoulder, just reassuringly.
You guys get all prepped. Naleek, you look like you're ready to go. He kind of just looks down at his half-naked self. Probably not the best fit for combat right now. Let me go fix that.
Well, I'm not about to sling my armor over my shoulder, you know? The best way to carry it is to just keep it on me. And honestly, we fit in more in this city, looking like adventurers.
Yeah, I don't want to walk down the streets of Sigil half naked. I get cold.
You know,
especially considering it was raining last night.
Crantor looks at himself, who is half naked.
You know what I learned this morning? The weather here in Sigil is extremely erratic.
Yeah.
Yes, it's raining brown at the moment.
No, it's not. He's pointing down the hall. There's no rain out there. It's a little misty now.
Oh. Is it still brown mist?
And he goes walking down the hall past the bathroom really quick to go look at it. No, it doesn't look like it. It just, I can't see the roof. Is that proper terminology? I don't know. And he walks by the bathroom again, but like has his hand up in front of his eyes while he's walking sideways, just like not looking. Is that normal? Is that what we would call that? The roof?
Look outside.
Is it the sky? No. When we got here and we saw the city on the top of us.
Oh yeah.
It's still got that odd horizon line though, and you look out, and instead of curving downwards like a typical, planet's horizon looks, it instead curves upwards to emphasize how the city rounds out before everything kind of vanishes in the distant fogginess and mist, kind of blanketing the city at the moment.
Taurus.
I'll leave that to you guys. I'm gonna go get my stuff. I'll be right back. And Cassius will just disappear into his room. He'll leave the door open as he just starts strapping on his armor.
Now that he and Naleek are... Hey, are you alright? I know that you've seemed bothered ever since you've come back from the astral plane. Is there anything we need to talk about?
Yeah, but not here or now.
Alright, well, just...
Look, you got a lot
You can talk to me about anything, alright?
He's kind of looking down in a wave, and he's pretty much averting eye contact right now.
He'll just put his hand on Naleek's shoulder and just say, I mean it. Anything at all you can talk to me about.
Like I said, not the time to place.
I understand.
He's kind of looking over at Okiro, who's down the hall still looking out the window, almost like sightseeing Sigil.
Can I insight that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I already know, but Crantor doesn't. Okay. Please be a natural one for narrative's sake.
You just beat him by 1. Flat 11.
I didn't want to.
You can tell. I didn't think you did. But you're getting the impression right now that Naleek feels like you guys aren't as close as you've given yourselves the impression that you are. Likely due to the fact that Okiro was never mentioned to him, despite the fact that, once again, you guys spent months together just by yourselves going up Mount Celestia, supposedly, on a spiritual journey. That is something that you two have never done before, nor with anyone else.
Shit. Crantor will just look at Naleek and say, I feel like there is a lot that we should discuss, and I will let you determine the time when you are ready to do so. But know that I care about you quite a bit. I'll just leave it at that. And just put his hand reassuringly on his shoulder and kind of give him his space. Unless he's got anything else to say.
Yeah, no, Naleek will kind of sit with that in silence for a few seconds before he'll kind of awkwardly make his way down the hall to Cass's room. You can tell it's just kind of like socially escape.
Crantor will just brood for a moment and join them.
They would walk in and see him trying to pull the armor over his shoulder and trying to get it over there, but Lucy refuses to leave his shoulder. So he's like, picks her up, puts her on his head. She runs back down.
Here, I gotcha. You know what? And you see Naleek cast Good Berry, and you see he takes off his gauntlet, and berries just start sprouting out of his flesh, just into a perfect little bundle of berries, no longer attached to his skin. And he kind of offers it over to Lucy, and Lucy will hesitantly kind of like one claw on a finger, sniffing, like tilts her head up to you, then like hops over onto Naleek's arm for a moment, is resting there, is kind of just like nibbling down on one of the berries. There you go.
Hey, quick, while she's distracted, put the armor on.
You're trying to rush it down now, and Naleek just gives a little tug, just all the way on.
There we go. Thank you.
You're welcome. Your back's getting a little too big for that.
Wait, what? Oi.
Set of armor. Yeah, the lats, they're having a hard time squeezing in.
Well, I mean,
Naleek flirting.
That'd be interesting.
I mean, it was made for a dwarf, and, well, I'm a little taller than all the dwarves I've met, so I can understand that.
Yeah, but they're also pretty wide. Oh wait, you're from Ragnrath, aren't you? Yeah, land of the dwarves. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Built like one, huh?
Kinda. I mean, yeah, a little bit. It's why I'm so strong. But
Yeah.
Anyway, so, shall we go find our boy?
Yes. For brevity's sake, at this
let's.
point, we'll say Deis has finished her tidying up, and
Oh yeah.
the group kind of, the five of you all gather together at the wall where the block is, and pull it out the wall and push it back in while y'all are touching shoulders, or yeah, however you guys are in physical contact, and then just bloop, right to the left side of the counter. At this point, you see there's a few more people in there, looking all across the tavern. You notice probably roughly a dozen people or so. Yeah, it's actually a little busier than you'd probably anticipate it for a quote-unquote morning. Maybe it's a little later than you thought. Sure, not too used to Sigil.
Right. Cass is gonna just look around and see if he can find him. You
Same.
see if he's...
Oh yeah, you see Arudim sitting off it, brooding in the back corner, almost complete opposite side of the building from you guys.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, you'll probably all make your way over. Our Gallataur folks having to squeeze a little bit by some tables to get there.
I've already ordered food for everybody.
What? You know what? If I had an actual menu set up, I would have made you really order their meals.
I did send you a quick little message saying that he bought food for everybody and just waits.
Oops, my bad.
You know what? I worked in a restaurant. I can do this. We're talking fried steaks with eggs. The yolk is not broken, so that as it's eaten, the yolk can be served as a sauce for the steak. Salt, pepper. There's potatoes that are chopped and then fried, along with a nice vegetable medley.
Damn it! Now I'm hungry.
That's part of the reason why I don't do that. Also, I would have to research it. Damn it if that didn't sound good. Okay, so y'all kind of just hop down, catch your seat and stuff. And,
Jeez, you guys take an eternity to wake up.
I was actually up not too long after you left. It was everyone else getting over their hangovers. Oh,
Interesting. Naleek, I didn't know you were also partially dead.
inside, yeah.
Same. Holds up his coffee mug and just chugs.
Naleek just grabs the nearest drink next to him and like clank with you to
It
cheers
is
with
also
you.
coffee.
I'm just I hate coffee. Sorry. Whose was that?
Oh, I hate it too. This is just supposed to wake people up, but I don't feel anything.
Is it? I don't know.
Alchemist wants to
I
tell me
don't
that...
get it. It tastes so bitter. I've tried adding sugar, but even that is just
Oh,
mediocre.
you need to order the right stuff get the right flavor. Dark roast, hint of vanilla, touch of hazelnut. You'll love it.
What is
Yeah, no,
hazelnut?
I'm not trying to do it. All of that. Maybe
What's
I sh-
vanilla?
She just looks at you like,
You understanding any of this, Cassius?
Oh, I mean, yeah, kinda, for the most part.
Oh,
Rosie served coffee in a tavern. I mean, I know what vanilla is. It's often used in desserts.
yeah, the guys in the barracks would have coffee too, but it's just like they all had it black. That was it.
Let me
well,
guess.
wait
Each and
till
every
we
one of
get-
them was like, ah, yes, black, like my soul.
Not exactly. Most of them were pretty prideful bunch. It was mainly me,
so they
Dolder,
didn't
and
want
Carrot.
to look weak.
Kind of. A lot of Dragonborns, yeah, they had a lot of pride.
I like to imagine that on the inside they were suffering from the bitterness, just like, yes, this is totally worth it.
Oh, trust me, once we get to Olivia, I can show you real coffee, not that sludge you've had before.
I also don't understand what... I understand it because I've used it as a tactic many a time, but I've never felt a hangover or drunkenness before.
I have. It's not pleasant.
No.
Why do people do it so often? I just don't get it.
This is my first time in years being able to let down my hair, so I indulged.
Think of it this way. You ever have a feeling of, or know the feeling, of being overcome with an extreme sense of stupidity?
Rarely.
Right. That's usually why people do it.
I see. The mass general populace is idiotic and has spurts of such.
I mean, yeah? For the
Oh,
most
no
part.
wonder it was so easy to do so many of our jobs then. Sneak past the guards, they're inebriated or asleep. Kill this noble, they were just down at a party. They are tipsy as hell.
It's true. A barrel of ceremonial wine started an entire war in my tribe.
That is awful.
I think he's just being hyperbolic.
Oh no, there was a tribe of nearby Gallataur who were very sensitive to the smell of the wine and were upset that the wine was open because it was supposed to be used in a certain ceremony. But we had a certain visitor come by and an avatar of Heracles come by, and, well, the wine was opened and it started a war. Many died. Mostly the other tribe, but you know.
Oh.
Damn.
Well, I've started wars over less.
It'll be at this point that that the young gnome Elbel, who was serving you guys your food last night, will walk up to the table and be like, "Well, hey there, y'all. You had a good night, I take it."
Hey, it's our favorite boy!
Arudim does not
more
answer
wine?
whatsoever.
Halfling. It was a halfling, not a gnome.
Yes, you're
Yeah,
right.
he was
I was thinking
evil
of Dimple.
Cherry cheeks.
Yep. So, what's the plans for the day for y'all? Are you just gonna lazy about, or maybe go sightseeing on the city?
He glances over at the only person who knows their way around here.
Well, if we're going to go sightseeing, we'll need a guide. I'd rather not have a repeat of last night.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, if Arudim's up for it, we could always locate object one of holds up the little block of wood. These and hope, or something like that.
Probably not the best idea to do something so vague. A lot of places probably use similar things.
Depends on what we're looking for. You did say you wanted to visit some shops that we just had to go to.
Oh yes, but they're on the way.
Oh, you're gonna
Any weapon shops?
Oh, the Great Bazaar has everything.
He just looks at the berserker axe. I could really use something different.
Wow, you're trying to go all the way to the market ward?
Yes, well,
Only if it's on the way.
it's on the way.
He's going to specify. Mom's shop is
fine.
It's kind of right in between the Hall of Speakers district and the Workers district. You can probably stop by hers on the way to the bazaar.
Oh, absolutely. I need to talk to her about education funds.
Yeah.
Kind of giving a mom look.
I just want to sculpt, okay?
Well, of course you can do something like that. That sounds wonderful. But I've known your mother far too long, and I am not about to let someone I consider family scrounge for funding. No, but you still have to earn it.
I guess you're right. And then right then, someone kind of just burst through the door, and Elbel, who's relatively close to the door because this table is right next to it, looks kind of like, flinch at it, and then looks all the way down. You kind of just see squirrel folk. He's kind of just stops for a second and looks up at them and looks up at all of you, like a little smug look on their face, and then just kind of mosey in on all the way up to the counter. It's the same squirrel folk you guys saw yesterday at the counter. Oh, and Elbel was like, oh, you know what? If you're looking for a tout, there you go. This tout service is pretty cheap for primes. They're cutters from the prime.
Oh, really? Probably cheaper than Dormir.
Oh yeah, Dormir goes for the regular rate, but he does only he'll do 70 gold a day, as opposed to the usual 100.
Still, I suppose better to save some money along the way, and besides, if we can get him away from Vreg, that might be a trial on its own.
Here, I'll put it this way, right? Say you get attacked on the way somewhere, and your tout's with you. Any decent person trying to steal something from you, they're gonna go for your tout. That one can hide. Easily.
That's surprising someone would be stupid enough to actually do that.
You've been in
Arudim
this
just
city.
smiles at the thought.
Cassius will just kind of lean over, We've literally been on the battlefield of the Blood War, man.
Oh, neat.
And he'll just kind of lean back.
Oh, wow, y'all have some badasses. He says, like, with a very excited face.
Arudim just kind of face palms, like, I doubt many people are going to be impressed by that if they plane hop as much as they say they do.
The Blood War area is pretty impressive, even for Sigil. It's probably a little more chaotic, but not as bad as perhaps the Abyss in some spots. But thank you, Ebel. I will definitely take up your suggestion. What do you think, boys?
We
I'm
follow
not
your
opposed to
lead,
it.
I guess.
Before we do, though, we should probably figure out what it is we're going to be asking a quarry, if you get what I mean.
That's probably a good idea. The one I plan to take us to, he's named Orax Thistlespine. He's a nasty little shit who hangs around the bazaar. He tends to hear things from hell. It's a bit of a go-between several contacts here and there, and let's just say he's a little angsty about wanting to leave, but being stuck here because he got kind of demoted because of someone.
Speaking of asking while this is going on, Crantor's going to send off a quick sending. Oh, absolutely, I'm not saying it out loud.
I mean, you don't actually mention the name in the sending.
I was gonna ask, I think you have to speak sending spells out loud.
I mean, I did do it secretly to the DM, but if
if
it is demanded.
I'm more so saying as a player reading. It would not be happening in character.
Right.
But also, now you got me looking in. Yeah, I see a lot of things where people are really breaking down the technicalities, pretty much pointing out that nothing says explicitly when. So especially because it's been happening all campaign, sending can be mental both ways. You do have to say something, obviously, as a verbal component, which will give away that you're casting a spell, but it won't give away what you are saying.
Well, in that case, Crantor will just grunt.
Sure. Why? What else? What else would it possibly be?
Just clearing his throat and just like. But you know what? He'll start humming. He'll hum. He'll just start humming it out loud.
Imagine everyone's conversation kind of slowly dies to a halt as you're saying this, and immediately you're going to get a response, which I will say out loud because at that point.
Fair enough.
Like, you didn't bring us to Celestia, did ya? Also, Rakshasa, those things suck. Probably shouldn't work with them. Oh, and Ares, you see the thing is... And it ends.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, that's perfect.
Chuck off that spell slot, bud.
Get fucked.
I had to.
Now you got me. I gotta go check their character sheet because they know what happened to them. But fortunately, that's that.
Okay, well, enough of my derailing.
No, that's fine. Everyone kind of just like, why'd you send to me? And Elbow's like, well, anyways, yeah. If you want a good tout without having to really look for one, there you go. But anyways, yeah, I was just coming by to tell you hi, Deis, and yeah, the shop. It's right on the border of the Hollow Speakers District and the Workers District. In case you're looking at how to get there from here, because the city can be pretty confusing, even to people who have been here.
Oh yes, I usually stick to the main streets, but thank you, sweetie. She'll pull out literally 4 platinum. I didn't want to pile it on to you last night.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I'm sorry I didn't come and clean up afterwards. It's just I popped in, I saw it sleeping, so I just popped right back out. It just didn't feel right.
Know what I'm like.
Right, and he kind of looks up either side at both of the Gallataur. Yeah, you're right. What was I thinking?
Well then.
But yes, we will.
It was like an intimidated look. And Elba will kind of like gather some of your guys' dirty plates and make their way back to the counter.
So, who would be the most diplomatic for us to purchase this tout's services? I have a bit of a reputation, perhaps.
Okiro starts walking away, over to the squirrel folk.
Yeah, excellent decision.
I mean, I've got no objection to that. She's always seemed like a lovely person.
Absolutely, she's wonderful.
Yes, you're a fireball
I'm just
spell
gonna look
go off.
Naleek when he says that.
No,
I knew this would happen. Evasion.
I'm kidding. I knew this would happen. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Crantor?
Crantor's gonna look at Naleek when Cassius says that.
Let's get down to brass tacks. We'll get it done and out of the way. Y'all know what it is I'm after. Why I want to go see this guy. And you know what information I want? I kinda heard about what Naleek's here for, but what about the rest of you guys?
Deis
Mine's a
will pull out
selfish
letter.
one, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, mine's a selfish one too, mate.
I think all of ours are.
There are many things I need to ask, but do we only get one?
That's the problem, we don't know. But it's best to figure out what we're going to ask if we only get one. And we don't even know what they want in exchange.
Is that
True.
too?
Is the price worth the closure? That's going to be the big question when we come upon it.
And who's to say the
Wow.
price remains the same? It could be
It could
Based-
increase, it could be worse.
based on the question and the person, too, actually.
There are very few things that would steer me away from wanting an answer.
I'm with Naleek on that one.
Agreed. I think this question, the answer to it, is probably even more important than the Storm's Eye itself.
Wyden dies.
Crantor will just not say a word because of the sending he got earlier.
Well, there's always the possibility of seeking out clerical divinations. Have you thought of that?
Well, I'm pretty sure that Fellhandle tried that.
Granted, it was an Abishai telling us, but we were pretty much told that this is a more direct answer sort of divination could give us. And this is coming
Besides, we've come this far, it'd be a waste of time to try to turn back and go towards the clergies.
especially seeing as there supposedly aren't any here.
Yes, that is also a huge issue. At least if we were to go to a plan B and ask the holy men. Which personally, I'm not a fan of.
She pokes you in the chest with her tail. You're looking at one that probably
Confusion
gets
and
you
slight
eyes.
flustering.
I can get some answers, possibly.
Arudim, you're in a very deep shade of green right now. You alright, mate? You're running a fever? Reaches over
Food
and...
poisoning. Have you had too much to eat?
I don't understand what's happening.
At this point, Okiro will be making her way back over, and that squirrel folk will kind of be in front of her. She's kind of like gesturing with her hands. I guess one in the back, but the one that looks right like you, right? What's up, all? He kind of just looking up at everybody on the table. I'm Rufflebell. Nice to meet you. Puts his hand up.
Cassius will immediately... Rufflebell, name's Cassius, and take his hand.
You have to stand. Are you sitting at the edge of the table, or are you kind of sitting like center booth?
You know what? This would be totally on character for Cassius. He is in the middle of the booth. He's got people on both sides. He puts one hand on the table, leans over everyone's plates
Yeah.
to shake his hand.
And Rufflebell on the floor hops up to the edge of the table, pulls himself up, halfway resting on his gut, and just reaches out his hand and just, nice to meet you there, bub, and then hops back down, like straight face like this, you're just doing what you gotta do kind of thing. He's like, it's good to meet you, I'm not gonna stand on your tables, you probably still eat. I got fur and food, I don't like doing that.
Oh shit, you're right. Sorry about that, guys. Cassius will sit back down.
No, it's alright, they've probably eaten worse conditions before. Y'all look like a bunch of cutters that probably been through your fair share of bullshit.
I mean,
I don't
you're
need
not
to
wrong
eat,
on
so-
that one.
Ooh, you're interesting. Can't eat. And I didn't think I was wrong. Y'all look like you're pretty much been through. So I hear from the lady here that y'all are looking for two things. One, a salmon shop, and two, a trip to Prime World? Yes. Alright, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
alright, so
Wait.
here's the thing, right? What's up?
Trip to the Prime. Wait.
Yes, I'm
What?
looking to return home, or rather, return to my current voyage.
Oh. Well.
Crantor will look a little disappointed at that, but
Naleek will kind of like eyebrows raised, like, what?
Well, it's been a pleasure with you traveling with us.
Arden would like to stand and approach her.
You'll pretty much just stand up and you're right in front of her. She's at the edge of the table.
He extends a hand.
She will offer her hand, which is much larger than yours, and this time she, instead of full firm handshake, she'll instead like curtsy.
And he bows. He bows. I hope to see you in Crantor soon, perhaps at a meeting involving your clan and our clan's relations.
I would hope for this soon. I am looking to return home relatively soon. I have made one final point of business to handle in the Outlands, and then I will likely attempt to return back to the tribe, or at least back to the plains, and see what comes of it.
and Crantor would have told her what had happened to them in the interim.
And with what I've heard of the tribe, it seems that they could use some more healing, and frankly, a better set of eyes watching over them.
I was going to ask for the same. You always read my mind.
Yes. She points at her forehead, and
I didn't mean literally.
If only you knew how literal I was.
Arudim
I
just
know,
like
woman.
Arudim just like looks at Crantor and just in his head, God, this boy is whipped.
Can you blame me?
His full swoon. He's biting his bottom lip, rosy red cheeks.
Anything like this whole scene, Arudim's just rolling his eyes.
Well, in that case, you better take this with you, and she'll pass you an actual piece of parchment this time, not a napkin.
Oh, yes, thank you much. To clarify, Rufflebell will be your tout. I will actually be getting a different tout. This is a decision I've made on my own, but I feel that it is better, for time's sake, that we are now. I was initially thinking in my head that we would all journey to the Triona, which Rufflebell here was kind enough to inform me has various portals to Celestia, Elysium, and the Prime. And so that was likely my destination, but that would derail you all from your current glory, and while I know Crantor would happily oblige, you all have business to attend to, not just Crantor. So I made an executive decision.
Crantor will kind of like have his head down a little bit, just looking sad. Sad boy hours.
Well, you seem quite capable. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Oh yes, no worries. I will be staying here waiting for my tout momentarily, and then we will continue up, I believe, is T Street, and then down several other roads. Yeah. He'll help you with it just fine. Remember, it's a real heavy set half-orc fella. You can't miss him. He's pretty purple.
Yes, just remember, if he leads you into the hive, be sure to kill him.
And if there's any trouble, message me and I will come running.
Absolutely. To you the same.
He'll just nod.
Are you sure about that? This run down one wrong street. You're gonna end up popping up somewhere in some random climb where you ain't never been.
There is nothing in this plane or any other that would stop me from getting there.
All right, come on, y'all. He's Rufflebell just like, all right, the clock starts now. Your gold is being paid. So where are we going? When?
I believe making our way towards the Hall of Records, and not a cinnamon shop, the cinnamon shop, the Cinnabon, as well as then to the Great Bazaar.
Are you talking about Saint Cinnamon Shop? Wait, are you Mallory? And he's looking you up and down, Deis, now looking all the way up your tail. You the translator?
Am I?
No. Go ahead and roll me a history check with advantage because of your Sigil experience.
I love the idea that Deis is so old and well-traveled that she very well could be and not know it.
That's the best part.
Oh, I'm glad for advantage. That'd be a 22.
Yes, Mallory the Translator is a practically ancient individual here in Sigil, known to be able to translate any language and decipher any script with given time. They also have a serpentine lower half.
No, that's the other. I'm from the material plane.
Oh, okay. Hey, I ain't never seen one of yous. Actually,
It's rare.
a couple of firsts. I ain't never seen none of yous either. I thought Barrier, but your horns are different, your fur is different. In reference to Crantor and Okiro.
Yeah, Deis has a bit of a look, even, second time that's come up.
So, yeah, pretty much Rufflebell is just standing there, kind of just like waiting for you guys.
Well, I'm all set to head off, everyone. Arudim, Cassius.
I'm with them. Arudim?
Arudim just takes one last sip of his coffee and just goes, God, that's still awful. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Okay, so then, yeah, I guess everyone's pretty much ready to go, and Naleek, for what it's worth, will go over to Okiro and offer a final handshake, goodbye, and even kind of like bow when she gives him her hand.
Cassius will tip his head to her and just wish her well in her travels.
Crantor will give her one last kiss goodbye.
It'll be a very
Return to me
passionate-
soon. Absolutely it will.
And it's just for certainty. I'm going to cast Thought Shield on. So for 8 hours, your mind cannot be read, your thoughts cannot be detected, and you cannot be telepathically communicated with unless you allow it. You also have advantage on any effect that would determine whether you are telling the truth.
Fantastic.
Speaking of...
And before she goes, he's gonna give her the circlet of blasting he got from Celestia.
Aww, she
use
looks
that
so
to-
cute in it. Speaking of, Castor,
I believe last session we were talking about Okiro putting Thought Shield into Cassius's ring. Did that ever officially happen?
Yes, right then and there it did.
Okay.
After you
Just
cast...
wanted to make sure.
Yeah, when you cast a Bane and then Bless on yourself at the same time. Then okay, into the
I
ring.
thought so.
You all you'll make your way out of the tavern, down the stairs that led you into it, and off into the main road. He'll lead you down the T Street. He's like, all right, so first things first, right, y'all? So, what's the first goal? Saint Cinnamon Shop?
Yes, that would definitely be the first stop.
Alrighty. Tell you what, we're all gonna cut through, okay? We're gonna cut through some of the back roads. It's gonna be fine. This is the clerk's ward, and y'all are a very big batch. I only say this because otherwise, we're probably not making it there before dark falls again.
That's all right. If anything does happen, I'll deal with it. And she will
Beautiful.
literally put like daggers in her eyes, like, "Don't you dare fuck something up."
Oh, I love it. You'll be led down the main road to T Street. And as you guys head down the road for a good hour or two, you notice the streets are relatively busy. You see a lot of very well-dressed individuals. This is probably where you'll see the most non-adventurer types. Instead, there will be political figures. There will be a lot of people being ridden around in carts or carried up on those chair platforms that I don't know the name of. And it will have been roughly a couple of hours just kind of passing by. There will have been constant starts and stops to the rain. It would have actually been very humid and hot at one point before the rain picked up once more. For a brief time, you guys were actually hearing thunder. Specifically, when you tried to pinpoint it with your ear, you were hearing it towards the void. Which you guys have not seen since you arrived due to the constant cloudiness and fogginess. Oh wait, I brought you way too far. I'm sorry. Yes, no, she would have been cutting you through the Hall of Records district.
Yep. Question for you though.
Yes.
With Deis's passive perception of 20, would she see anyone she recognizes along the way?
I will actually clarify that because the rain is going on and off. Terrain is currently lightly obscured, so all passive perceptions take a -5.
Okay. So 15.
Yes.
Mine would be 18.
Yes.
Jeez.
I will have... Right! Yes. I've been looking into a lot of that stuff, and unfortunately you will not really be recognizing anybody you notice on the streets, especially as you guys are cutting through these back roads, these smaller roads and stuff. This is actually where a lot of the travelers who are coming through this ward seem to be cutting through and such. And this gets to a point where you guys... With the light drizzle starting to persist, you guys have probably started to get used to it pecking you guys on your heads at this point. It's not that brown mucky rain that was earlier in the morning that Crantor saw, but it is still like a light misty drizzle as you guys are cutting through a fairly thin alleyway.
Okay, perfect.
As you guys are cutting out from a few of the alleys in between buildings onto a more, I wouldn't say main road, but onto a wider path where there's more civilized people, there is going to be somebody who will run right by you, Deis, and attempts to knock your weapon out. So I'm going to need you to roll me an athletics check or an acrobatics check of your choice.
I feel she would be definitely leading the pack.
The layout I had in mind, I imagined Arudim would have been grabbing the rear, and yes, it will be this individual, just as you guys are rounding out onto the road, who will come sprinting by you and attempt to knock your weapon out of your hand.
She will actually let it go out of her hand and then use telekinesis to drag if he's still holding on.
I'm sorry, that's not how. Do you choose to try and keep a hold of the weapon?
No, she would let it go.
All right. With that being the case, then go ahead and roll me all initiative. And once again, specifically because of the negative modifier, the only person not surprised is going to be Crantor.
That is an 18 initiative from Arudim.
Astro, are you there? Need you to roll initiative for me.
I am not gonna lie, I've been craving a good fight.
I bet you have been. Oh, Deis is not rolling. And
personally,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm hungry for a dungeon crawl.
That's something I was kind of upset that I wasn't able to find an organic fit into this campaign with.
But I have to wait for on my turn to see if she notices any of those special races that are to come under no harm in this alley.
I see.
She will know that rule.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, you will be able to take a perception check.
Gotcha. So
just takes an action to do that. So once again, And
I
also,
have quicken spell. I have shit I can do. Abby, do you still have that cone token I tossed you a while back?
I don't, but I can rule the cone just fine. No worries.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I do, but I couldn't pull it out in immediate usage. I was busy digging up other tokens that may end up coming to use in this battle. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Castor.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, we got surprises happening.
No, what I mean it.
Look, all I'm saying is that
permission to be cool.
all I'm saying is that Castor has been sitting on a lot of stuff with Cassius.
Oh, yes, I have.
Oh, let's.
You guys have barely seen what he's capable of.
Which I'm kind of pissed about.
All right,
Not at you. I'm pissed at me for building Arudim to not be cool enough.
bitch, shut up. Be cool.
Okay,
Accept
above game,
it.
I just want to say,
I'll bully
The
you into
reason-
believing it.
I just want to say above game, the reason for this is mostly because I can really only do one of these things at a time.
That's fair.
Alrighty, and so we are good to go. Then we are going to get into it. Now that's going to zoom out a little bit just to give a little bit more view to. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. All right, it's going to be surprise round. Of course, surprise rounds doesn't exist to Crantor. So Crantor, you're up first, bud, in the surprise round against your team. You just saw this individual bolt right past you and just straight up knock Deis' staff out of her hand, flying down the road.
Crantor's gonna do his thing. Pop a silver tide on him.
Hey.
Just like hold out his hand and force him out.
Center point, please.
He needs to make a charisma save.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sorry. On myself.
You're centered on yourself?
So it gets everything. You know, on Deis. Yeah, we'll do it on Deis.
Okay, I'll move it.
No, actually, no. On myself, yeah. Let's take it.
Okay.
Keep it on myself. There we go. Perfect.
Also, if you all will notice, I have all of the heights of various buildings labeled. Wink, wink, Arudim.
Good.
And so, yes, you pop up the silver tide immediately. Crantor just like a shroom letting out its spores or something. Just an instinctive reaction from Crantor. Silvery dust poofs out, swimming away from him. And yes, he needs to make a charisma save. You don't. That's where I need to reposition my mic because I'm going to be looking all the way over to my dice tray. Oh my gosh, all the way out of the dice tray. That's a fail. It's a big fat 5 plus probably nothing.
Then he gets yeeted.
Don't get yeeted. Yeah, that's gonna.
What's up, kid? Trick or yeet? Yeet? Yeet it is.
Just against the wall. All right, that was your action to do so. What else would you like to do with your turn?
I'll cast Shield of Faith.
Holy
Okay.
shit! On yourself?
Yeah.
All right.
End my turn there.
Okay. And we're gonna bring us to Rufflebell, who's just like, "What the hell? Oh, what the? Okay." Oh wait, surprise round. Duh. Never mind. He can't move. In which case, yeah, that's pretty much Arudim, Naleek, Cassius, and Deis. You all can kind of just say something if you want really quick.
Arudim just in Orcish. Finally.
I love it. Like, you didn't actually even see the enemy. I'd like to imagine, like, it's just the silver tide pops out, and knowing Crantor would only do that if there was an enemy afoot, you just, like, yes.
Literally.
She will shout out, "I'm getting a discount," looking at the squirrel.
Cassius, have anything of note to say in the instance of this all happening?
He won't say anything, but he will reach behind him, draw his sword, and then with a flick of his wrist, the mirrored pact weapon will appear in his other hand.
With a flick of the wrist. Yes.
Look at the flick of ours.
Thank you. The only other southerner here who would get it.
I'm from Ohio, Mama.
Yeah, exactly, southerner.
What the fuck? I'm the northernmost, dude.
No, that's the south of the north. Astro said.
Cassius assumes that stance.
Yes. I'll be nice because you didn't actually clarify, Kobold. Does Arudim draw any weapons?
I would say sure. Sure, why not?
Does he draw a dagger or like what? I don't. He's not a dual wielder, so it would only be one.
Yeah, the infernal dagger that he got.
Oh
What
shit!
was that thing?
Okay. All right. Yes. All right. Then that's pretty much covers them. And now move on to the fuckest of boys. All right. So that sucks.
Give you a heads up. I apologize in advance, Advy, for any potential spam that may come your way if I misclick something, but I have set to GM only.
Okay, thank you much. Appreciate the heads up. And that is going to be... Okay, so Crantor, I need you to specify to me, does a 22 hit?
22 does hit.
Alrighty. Then, fuck, that's a lot of damage. Probably just considering rolling it on the, No, fuck it, that's a lot of dice. I want to roll it in person. I want to count it all out. So yeah, you know what, I should clarify for narrative sake. You'll notice just as you pop out the silver tide and glance over this individual, you feel an arrow just right into the center of your abdomen, just enough to break through the scales and pierce. And oh man, is that a force blow. Alright, yeah, future instance, I'm just probably going to roll it digitally because this took too much time. Alright, so that is going to be 41 points of damage total between the 11 piercing damage and 30 poison damage. If you have a resistance to poison, do let me know.
Do we see who shot that?
Yes. Oh, I thought I already revealed their token. My bad. I even went over to the GM later. It's everything.
I just zoomed in too far.
I will ping them. Came from atop this building, right over the edge. You see this person holding you see this elven woman, a headband tied around her, kind of very scuffed up, firing a longbow over.
Whoa, that's way far down there. Okay, yeah, I was... No, okay.
Yeah, sorry. This map is quite...
I do not. So how much damage was that again?
That was 11 piercing, 11 non-magical piercing, but I don't think that matters, and 30 poison damage. Additionally, I need you to make...
41.
I'm sorry, you should make that con save. Just pass. Okay, so that's 30 is going to be halved to 15, so instead you take 26 points of damage, not 41.
That's nothing.
And
That was all poison, jeez.
right? And Crantor, you just as you're looking up to her, you already see her drawing the weapon back, fires again. However, I believe an 18 will clank off of his armor and miss.
That's correct.
And so that is going to be their turn. We're going second first. While you're looking at them directly above you, another crossbow comes flying down. Okay, so it's 20. Again, this individual, this dirty-looking human, just pops up, their hair raggedy, almost falling out, fires their own crossbow, unloading into Crantor. And this very quickly becomes apparent that this is a very targeted assault. And I'm not going to roll that damage in person. It took way too long. You can hear all the dice on my thing. Okay, so that's going to be 6 piercing and 20 poison. Again, make me that Constitution saving throw, please, Crantor. Again, pass, so that poison will be halved. It will instead be 10 poison, so it's going to be 16 damage total you'll be taking from that. They seem to be very silent and precise in their attacks. The one who is just thrown out of your range now is going to instead run. They're going to use their action to grab this item. Dash.
Oh, he's gonna f***ing run with the staff?
Yay.
Oh, Deis is... Oh, that's gonna be fun.
There's gonna be number Alright, we're coming in on next motherfucker, I suppose.
Hey, Advy, can you do me a favor?
What would that be?
I'm having trouble, keeping track of which NPCs are, for lack of a better term.
Which ones are the
neutral.
enemies? And which ones
if
aren't?
you could just mark them.
Here's the thing. That's the intention. Because this is a big crowd that they are trying to take advantage of. They have nameplates, and I do have them discerned. And if it truly does become problematic, then I will turn them on, but it is supposed to be a dynamic of the fight that you're not entirely certain which one's which, because of how big of it. It's going to be a chase battle, is what this is becoming.
Oh, don't worry, she'll clear the road of anything.
I don't know. I mean, I will give you guys the... Do you think that will become too much of an issue, or do you think that it may be a fun dynamic?
I mean, it depends.
Maybe mark the ones that we know are attacking.
Yeah. If we've seen them make an attack,
Then we can mark them as an enemy.
There we go.
You
I'm
can
going to
always
double
turn it
check
off.
on my...
You can always turn off the nameplates if we get into a crowd situation, or they roll a stealth check or something.
Yeah, no worries. It's really was just supposed to be like an added bonus creative thing. But if it's going to be more of a detriment than anything, I don't want to hinder the combat. This combat is our first real combat in a long time. I want it to be fun for everybody, not complicated. So I believe that's going to be the turns. All right, Crantor, we're back up to you officially. You just got pecked off by two crossbow bolts each side. Oh, I should have clarified that the other one that they fired off was a 12. I knew it missed. Yeah, so Crantor, what's going on over here?
Okay, so to clarify, is veteran number 4 the one who has the staff?
Yes, yellow mark is the staff.
Gotcha. In that case, Crantor will move right here. Actually, no, right here. And he's going to cast Old Person.
Hey! All right, what's this? What are we looking at?
A Wisdom save DC, 16.
That's a fail. That's a flat 3. So as they're running, they just stop mid-stride. Just.
Oh, I'm getting excited, boys.
Got a prime target. All right, yeah, you just stepped forward and said, "All tonight, fool."
Basically.
I can hear the puncture wounds.
He's just going to hold out his hand and just say, "Stop." He stops from his sheer force of intimidation.
Big cowman go boo.
Basically. And then turn around and glare at the other assassin and then turn.
Alrighty, ruffle bell. Alright, yeah, I'm not doing this. That's blood. That is blood. Right behind Arudim, that's going to be his turn. And that's going to bring us to Arudim. And then after that, it will be Naleek.
Arudim just looks to Naleek and Cassius, and there is such a gleeful look on his face. Like, yes! Finally!
That's great.
25 feet. I'm on the roof.
Do remember, if you don't have a climbing speed, then you'll have to...
I can just run up sheer surfaces because of the level.
I think that's not until
level 9. No. Wait. No, I have something for this.
You have something where you can make your jump distance doubled until the end of the turn, but I'm not sure you'd want to use a key point. I mean, you would still be able to climb up here.
No, I don't need to do the roof. Actually, I forgot. You can move through allied squares, right?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so to make sure I can see this correctly, these are actually here, right? These are like things?
Yes, everything on the map is depicted accurate.
Okay, so I can't jump on top of those, so I'll just go.
You can.
Through my friends. I can.
Yes, that's what I was getting at. You can if you were to ask this essentially can be used to get up onto this tarp, which in turn can get you onto the roofs. This is how you could avoid using checks or difficult movement. But if you're just
Oh, hello, friend. I can reach you. Or actually, wait. They're paralyzed. Does paralyzed mean all attacks, including ranged attacks, get advantage? That
attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
All right, so I'm going to bonus action dash. I'm going to run on top of these things, do a front flip, land perfectly in between the coils Deis has, sidestep off of her, do a front flip on top of Crantor's back, hop off of him, and start running towards this motherfucker with my infernal knife. And right as I get 5 feet, within 10 feet of him, because that's the maximum of my movement, I thrust the knife forward and bolts from the grave shoots from the knife.
Yo! Because cunning action dashed! Hell yeah!
Alright, bolts from the grave. So the attack has advantage. So let's roll some bones, shall we? Oh, this is gonna be good. 18.
I'd love to hear a nat 20 from this.
Natural 20!
I can't believe I just called that.
Wow.
I literally just called that.
8 plus 10 or a natural 20 plus 10, so that's a 30 to hit.
12d6?
I actually have enough. Wait, do I have enough Yes, I do. I have just enough d6 to do this. I've got these 6 right here and these 6 right here. Oh my gosh, yes, finally! 6d6 plus 6. Whoa! Arudim's first attack in a combat in a long while, and he gets a crit.
Oh my gosh, this is so disgusting.
I mean, he's paralyzed too, so that just makes it even better. And
I heard
okay, quick maths. I rolled a lot of lower ones, so that is 37 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my.
And fuck it, I am going to activate the haste bracers.
Oh my god, that's right, you are wearing those.
Aw, he's using my gift.
Arudim looks at him, rips off the glove, and just
could you click that for me?
I have it in my inventory. I just don't have it in my thing.
Oh, okay, then I'll have to go read it in there really quick. It's just I'm not sure what
I'm
it
pretty
takes
sure
to
it just
activate.
gives
I'll get
me
it.
haste.
I'll
I don't
take
know
it.
if it's a bonus action to use or not, though.
Yeah,
So that might be the problem. Hold on.
because there is a little tiny thing you can read on it. That's why I usually try to put it.
Braces of haste.
Oh no, it doesn't have any description.
Nope.
There you go. Uh-oh, I gotta fix that though.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
What you got?
It's in there.
Oh, okay, cool. When brought together, these braces can be activated. Oh, as an action, granting the wearer the effects of the haste spell for 1 minute. Oh, okay. So then I will not do that.
I see. Well, you have an action.
I've already used my action.
Did you?
Or wait, no, fuck.
Yes, we've
Oh
been
my
through
God,
this.
I keep forgetting Bolts from the Grave isn't an action.
It's
It's
been
something I can do.
It's been 10 sessions.
But
my dude.
isn't
It's
the
okay.
stabbing an action?
No.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. Okay.
The feature provided by his
Now the question is, do I really want to waste all my shit on this guy? No,
Now
but I
there's
really
others.
want to. Oh God, I will just use my action. He's 10 feet away, so I'm just gonna. Oh wait, yeah, I haven't used my action. He just rips off his glove, and his hand glows with this weird kind of ghostly white energy, and he thrusts his hand forward and casts Guiding Bolt. And because it is a Guiding Bolt, it has advantage because it's an attack and he's paralyzed. I will take the 15 instead of what I rolled on my dice.
Okay, we'll go with that. But teacher, you had to stick to one.
Tell you what, I'll just roll again on the regular dice because I rolled a 6. And the other alternate is, 19 to hit with the Guiding Bolt then.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I'm gonna light him up. Like spectral hands start popping up all around this guy, and they just start like pelting into him and start ripping parts of his clothes as he takes. Yep, 4d6 radiant, and the next attack on him has advantage again.
Assuming it doesn't already.
Just in case it didn't already.
For clarity's sake, this lad was just running off with his staff and just got frozen in place, just couldn't move a muscle, stiff as stone.
a board.
And then all of a sudden you come up, you thrust at him, and he just stops wanting to move. So drained with energy, and then all of a sudden these radiant hands just start ripping at his essence, just ripping at his soul inside his own body.
There's a lot worse places to go than hell, my friend. So that's going to be 11 points of radiant damage.
So, looking really, really
I
sluggish.
moved, I did my bonus action, I did my action. Arudim looks back to Crantor and Deis. He's all yours, guys. He's lit up like a Christmas tree.
If that is your turn, then I have Naleek move forward, kind of step forward. There's everyone looking around. Okay. He sees Crantor getting tagged up, so Naleek approaches Crantor and is going to cast Warding Bond.
Oh.
So Crantor
Crantor will look at Naleek and just nod.
and yep, you. With that being the case, you already know, and he's going to keep his position there. Actually, but this last one,
He doesn't want to try and get up on him?
Nope,
Okay.
not at the moment. This is more so to keep you from not dying right away. And yeah, wait, that would be his action. So then, I'm sorry, watch the rooftops. And that would be his turn. Cassius, you are up, and then after that, Deis.
Read one thing real quick. The roofs, you say? That's above game, not in character.
Yes.
Because this is a bit of a suboptimal situation for what I had initially planned.
Yeah, we still got that one too, out of character.
Speaking of, okay. Well, you see him do it once, but sorry, Kobold. I'm gonna stick to using a strategy that I've used before. We're gonna have to save the new stuff for a bit later. Cassius will he'll stop, take a deep breath, and in Infernal will say, "The screams of ruin rise above the storm's discord." And he's going, oh, nope, that was to GM because I left it like they're like a dumbass. There we go. And we'll cast that. His Mystic Arcanum.
Very nice.
Where is the icon that I am? I know it. I know it's there. Where is it? That one.
Ah, yes. Yes. Let me know
Because-
when you're gonna make the 15-foot thing. I'll pop it on there. Cube of swirling wind. Oh, centered on a point use. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let me know when
It's an attack if I wanted to do so. But would I have enough flight to be able to make a direct beeline right for this assassin?
Precisely. They would be up about 40 feet. The rooftop is 40 feet high. You would be able to make it up there with ease to spare. In terms of flying speed.
And Cass will just look at this person, and he'll just begin to walk. Like, he'll take 2 steps with both blades, not breaking eye contact. And as he just steps, begins to move closer to her, almost like he's walking on the very air itself. And as he gets within range, you thought you could hide from me? Not likely. And, we're gonna get to swinging.
Oh, wait.
Oh. No.
We both just realized the same thing.
What?
Action to cast the spell.
Okay.
Are you gonna...
Allow me to fix that.
Yeah, there we go.
Because, that roll is too good to let go.
All right, let's hear it. What is this first attack? My comrade.
All good things come in 3s. It's a natural 20.
Baby.
Oh yeah.
And I take it this was attacking with the packed weapon.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, guys,
man,
we on
bones.
fire tonight. We on fire.
You bringing it. Oh, and for... let's see. What would your passive percent? Oh, wait, never mind. I'm sorry, continue.
So, that first hit, I'm going to turn this into... Can you guess what I'm about to do?
I had a
Can you
feeling! Okay, so, just for clear,
Where's Zool when I need the soundboard for Joe Cat's snipe?
I wish.
So just for clarity, I know the weapon damage is doubled. Does that only apply to the weapon damage, or does that apply to the smite as well?
This damage counts as a part of the attack. I believe it would count in the crit. And so, I mean, it's your choice. You have all the dice to do it with, but if you want to do it in roll 20, I would not blame you, because that's going to be like 20 dice being rolled.
Because if you count the blade, it's 78 normally.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so it'll be...
Or, well, I'll roll for the weapon damage first.
Yeah, which would be 2d8 plus 5 or 6.
6.
Yeah,
Because the pack weapon counts as a +1 weapon.
that's correct. That's 17 already. Okay. And now...
I've prepared for this eventuality with... So that's 47 right there, but that's only if normal. This is the additional crit damage.
Alright, so that's 46. Oh my god.
63 damage. And
Very
if
nice.
this person is still alive, they're knocked prone.
Just what they need, right?
Advy, remind me. Attacks made against a prone creature are made with advantage, right?
This is correct.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I believe, your second attack...
Everyone will just hear the word "spite" as it rings out, as the shockwave just sends this assassin crashing into wherever it is they're standing.
Oh my
And with a flourish, my brother's longsword is going to swing on him. You have got to be freaking kidding me!
Is this the night of nat 20s? Is this what you're telling me? Reaction is all I need to hear.
That's another nat 20.
I feel like...
Let's go.
Right? This is just... Oh man, if only you could use Eldritch Smite again. Still,
If only.
that is
But
2d8.
that's another 2d8.
Plus 5 this time?
Yeah, it's 2d8 plus 5, yeah. That'll be 11.
Hey, and you got that bonus action attack if you would like to take it. As
The
you
third attack with the packed weapon. I flavored it up to kind of put the brother's longsword in there between. You know, you gotta flavor it up. Will a 26 hit?
Yes, it will, and there will be no need to roll damage because they only have 2 HP left, so minimum would kill them. As you sprout these wings of wind and fly your way up almost in an instant perching in front of them, you take your 2 steps, measuring them up for the final moments of their life as you, boom, pure strike, Eldritch Smite, slam them on the ground. The second strike, you pierce straight into their heart, almost as if it was a pike, and you can deal the killing blow as you please. That is your call.
The packed weapon will pierce directly into their chest, but instead of pulling it out, it's a horizontal slash, and floating at the end of the packed weapon is their spirit.
Yeah! I'm so happy. I put this here for a reason, and I'm happy it's getting used.
Until the end of my next long rest, or until it dies, it will obey me. It tells me to roll initiative for it, and it obeys my verbal commands, and it gains a bonus to its attack. Its attack rolls equal to my charisma mod, so that's a +5.
Oh, yeah. I had to roll me its initiative, please.
Very nice.
You know what? It had to happen.
Was it a nat 20? Are you kidding
Nope.
me? Oh.
It's the polar opposite. It's
Yeah.
a nat 1.
Yeah,
That's glorious.
I just love the idea of this assassin's soul just being so shocked with the fact that its body just exploded that it has no idea what's going on right now.
Alright, so its HP would be temporary hit points equal to half your warlock level, which is... Oh, it's only 6. Okay. Understandable, I suppose. But still. Alright, yes.
It's a ghost.
a ghost, yeah. I remember the one time you tried using it on a fiend and it wasn't able to work, and we were like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, one day, and that day is today. Alright, it obeys your verbal commands. Are you going to give it a verbal command to her its next turn, or you want to wait until the turn to do that?
We'll just wait until its turn.
Alrighty. Guess we now move on to Deis. Deis, miss, show us
All
what
right,
you got.
She will first slide over 10 feet. She will trail a hand down her cloak, flicking a bit of water off her fingers, and quicken spell Tidal Wave.
Oh, what the fuck? Because it's raining right now. Oh my gosh.
And it does 120 feet, so she can pick it right down this aisle. She'll go 15 feet, then have it curve and send that person, if they fail a dex save, onto the street in a wave of water that's 10 feet wide and 10 feet high, off the roof.
Alrighty, so once again, indicate me the starting point. I'm afraid I was not scrolled.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Start there, and you're going to try and get off. Oh my.
Yeah, she's going drift style.
Alright, that.
Dex 18 DC.
Ooh. Let's see if this lass has got it in her to dodge. She just hears the water start churning up in the rain and turns around to look. It's like, oh crap. And
Come on, fingers crossed. I gotta show off here.
that is a 14 to.
Oh, all right. I'll roll those d8s.
Yeah, so she just. Oh no! She tries grabbing the pillar to pull herself up, but the waves catch her, pull her,
And
yanking
does
her
she
down.
take fall damage?
Oh, I'm gonna be rolling fall damage.
Okay. Yep. Right there. So 48 plus 40 feet of fall damage plus 40 feet of fall damage.
Yep. And just for everyone, I'm not sure what version of D&D, or if it's a Pathfinder thing or something, but I use D10s for falling damage instead of D6s.
Oh God. Yeah, that must be another edition of D&D.
Oh yeah, no, it's either a 3.5 thing or a Pathfinder thing. But
It's not a Pathfinder thing, I can guarantee you that.
then it's a 3.5 thing, but yeah.
Which kind of makes sense a little bit.
That was where my mindset
it
was
is
at,
dumb.
right? I'm like, a maximum
I mean,
of 20
a D8 seems pretty nice middle ground to me.
Okay, so she
You're wearing a
takes
lot of shit a lot of time. Sorry, go ahead.
26 bludgeoning damage from the water first.
20. Okay, yeah.
Roll your max damage.
Yeah, so you get the waves just come crashing down. She just lost her crossbow in the process. It just comes tumbling, crashing on the ground. And alongside that, took an extra 27 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
Boom. She just lets out an echoing yelp down the streets. Probably broke something on the way down.
All right, and for her action, because that was a bonus action that she quickened, she's going to cast Eldritch Blast at the guy paralyzed and the one on the ground.
Oh my goodness.
2 blasts at her and 1 at the paralyzed idiot.
Okay, yeah, roll them bones.
All right. So does she get advantage on the one on the ground?
All advantage, yes.
All advantage.
Prone and paralyzed,
yeah,
respectively.
I wasn't sure because it's a ranged spell attack, right?
Wait, you know what? Prone. I'll double check prone because that may be different. Oh, never mind. Otherwise, an attack roll against a creature within 5 feet has advantage. Otherwise, the attack has disadvantage.
Right, gotcha. I'm just looking at my spell attack plus 10, so that's gonna be a 29 for the first shot.
Yeah, roll me the damage, please.
For the shot against the assassin, that's gonna be a 14.
14. That is going to just miss.
And another 14. Jeez.
That's unfortunate. That disadvantage really worked against you. Yeah, theoretically, you would have been aiming at her before she even hit the ground. So you were kind of just trying, let's catch her on the ground kind of thing. And they just missed. Yeah. But
all right, I'll roll for the damage for the idiot who's frozen. Ooh, that's going to hurt. That's 9.
Oh my god.
This is nasty.
This is
mild.
And they're actually mildly decent people, too. Like, mildly decent enemies, too.
No, I meant that I'm holding
That's
back.
what happens with luck on our side, guys.
I'm double checking spell sniper. Nope, nothing there. And I do not have anything. Oh, no, that's a bonus action. So, yeah, I am actually finished.
All
she will stay there, and I'm done.
Alrighty, up next, the one who's the blaster just missing out. She's kind of scattering in the ground in the water, and she stands up, doing some of her movement. Right, with the idea that they got, they're going to move up towards their comrade. They're going to draw out their short sword, and they're going to end their turn. As they're kind of just soaked in water, you see their arm is broken. It's very clearly dangling at the forearm, just completely limp. They're very much in pain. You see the expression on their face, but they have a level of determination in them that is almost bewildering at this point.
Arudim just looks at them and says in common, "Hope it was worth it."
All right, up next, Arudim, does a 13 hit you?
No.
Alrighty, yeah. You see a crossbow bolt crash right down in front of your feet. You ultra instinct that bitch as you kind of just stepped back, felt something was coming at you, and sure enough, right over your shoulder, the crossbow bolt cracks. And you look over and you see a cloaked goblin with some beady red eyes on top holding the crossbow. He's like, and you see him already reloading for a second shot. This time not with advantage because you see him. That's going to
He has disadvantage, actually.
Oh, you know it? Yeah, he shouldn't even have had advantage on the first one.
Displacer cloak, baby.
Oh, wow, that salts, because he rolled an 8 and then a nat 20, so we got to go with that 8, which is a 14 to miss.
It looks like it hits Arudim straight in the chest, and then the vision disappears and the displacer cloak wraps around him again.
Alrighty, so let's go. Oh my gosh, that's... Now that goes a flat 6, don't do shit for him.
Yes!
Yes, indeed.
I'm so hyped for this.
Because this individual gets up off the bench, snatches the staff right out of the Veteran 4's hands, and takes the dash action.
Good! I love it when my prey runs.
Should be going in a straight line.
God, I can't wait till I get deflect missiles and stunning fist.
The gift from Deis. Deis mood. It's the first time Deis has been upset. Alright, so that was their turn, and now we're going to move to the Accursed Spectre.
I am going to give it the command of reveal the locations of the rest of your group.
Wait, can it do that?
Yeah, it right under languages. It says understands all languages it knew in life, but it cannot speak, but it can point.
Ooh, they're nasty.
So
I did not think that's how it could be. I thought it was more so just like a minion thing. I think they could be used intelligently. They're miscalculations.
It has an intelligence of 10.
It does. Alright, so then they're going to take their action. They pointed out over to this goblin, which you can just now see peeking out. They pointed at the one running, and then they pointed over to the one sitting on the bench here, which you now notice is intently watching them. You can very vaguely see them, I will say, because of the rain. It is still lightly obscured, but you know that there's a person sitting on the bench. And then, of course, they point to the two individuals right in front of you. And that seems to be the extent of its pointing.
Okay. How clear... I mean, I can obviously see that Arudim's here, right?
Yeah, Arudim's pretty green. Feel like you'd notice that.
White hair.
Yeah, very standoutish. Quite the character.
Been doing some flashy shit. It's not Cassius's turn, so he's not going to say anything. The command that he gave the Spectre was to reveal the location of his allies. Or to reveal the location of the group that he was with.
Yeah, fair play to you. I mean, granted, there was only one left in hiding, but that still works to your advantage. Because now you kind of see the tactic that they were pulling. Kinda. And I'm not going to say it in case you don't. Alrighty, so if that is the Accursed Spectre's turn, then we are up to Crantor at the top of round 3. Really round 2 for you guys, but round 3.
Yeah, technically 1 turn apiece so far.
You know what, I never even made Crantor roll the Constitution saves for Shield of Faith. You know what, yeah, do that for me really quick, Crantor. Sorry. I'll just say 1, because making you roll 5 would be unfair, most definitely.
Actually, I realized Shield of Faith is also concentration. So I just cast that before Hold Person, so that would have dropped the second I used Hold Person.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know.
Don't even worry about that. Now, does this veteran 4 guy still have the staff or no?
No. I'm sorry, I should move that.
Trying to keep track of this thing.
Veteran 5 snatched it out of Veteran 4's hands while they were paralyzed and started running with it. Okay.
Hang on. That changes what I was going to do. Oh, goody. Crantor will move right here. Next to Arudim. Hi. I don't care if I take opportunity attacks. Actually, no, what? I'll move right here. To do that.
Okay.
Let's avoid the opportunity attacks while we can. And I'm just going to measure something real quick. Perfect. Toll the Dead.
Do it.
That's the party-wide cantrip.
I think we all have Spirit Shroud and Toll the Dead.
I do not have Toll the Dead.
Really?
Oh, we need to get Cassius his own Toll the Dead.
Right.
I've got Eldritch Blast, so I'm okay.
I like my Eldritch Blast most better.
So, has he taken damage at all or no?
Nope.
The veteran 6. Okay.
First
3D8.
things, let me make their wisdom save. Flat 16.
No, fair.
Oh, just matches. Oh, sorry.
Meets it, it beats it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they don't seem to halt whatsoever as they continue to run.
Okay. Fair enough. Still got a Hold Person on this guy. Then in that case, I will end my turn.
Alrighty. Then we're going to skip straight over to these individuals. And I will now say it for Arudim and Crantor, because they can see it. See them, rather. These individuals here.
Oh.
Floating. Over here for but a moment. So you should scale out a little bit more to try and catch the entirety of the battlefield. It is
biting my nails.
These two individuals here, who you didn't realize until now, were just floating there with their hands together silently. Their hair, despite the texture of hair, wreathes like flame. Their expressions look stoic and featureless. And they start floating over up the water, floating towards the parts of the building that were damaged by the water and immediately start regenerating them. And this is like instantaneously. We'll go over to this building, pull off some pieces of it, which will slowly start to regenerate, and bring it back over to this building, and it will start to convert into the building.
Out of character, that's cool as hell.
Right?
And now you will. Seeing this be the case, this individual don't want none of it. Strolling this way. Just going. Done. Nope. Fight. Show's over for him. How the fuck
Do
out?
you see them float around?
You know what?
See
Crantor and Arudim
Cassius.
can see it. I'm sorry, what about Cassius?
Well, I was going to say that Cassius is more focusing on trying to memorize the locations of where the Spectre pointed.
Fair point. If you, yeah.
And I would actively not do it, even if you were giving me the option.
Only makes sense in character. Perception 12. You'll just vaguely see floating individuals, and that very likely is Dabus repairing damage. Down to Arudim, who bore witness to this directly as they quickly just scatter and grabbing parts and are going to repair the building, floating up to there, effortlessly not paying any mind to the battle that is going on.
Well, that's handy. Cool. First, I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna bolts from the grave this motherfucker.
Alright.
Is that okay?
Yes. Oh, you cutting action dash? I gotcha.
That is an 18 to hit.
Alrighty.
So that is 66 plus my dex modifier, which is nice. I didn't add my dex modifier last time, so that was my bad. That is 30 points of necrotic damage.
God damn!
And then I will use the rest of my movement to move right here. I'm going to try to run past him, do a full-on spin kick to the head
Hell yeah!
with an unarmed strike.
Oh, yes. Press all my monk buttons.
Oh, I will. Okay, that's gonna be a 19 to hit.
Oh, what do you do next?
Yeah, let me roll that damage for the fucking kick to the head.
To the head, okay.
Yeah, he just wants to disorient them as bad as he can to make them drop the staff.
Instead of just trying to kick the staff out of his hand. It's already to the head, you can't change it now, but...
Oh yeah, that's fine. He's kind of in a violent mood.
Understandable.
So that is 5 plus 5, so that is 10 points of bludgeoning damage as I fucking crack him across the neck.
How is it 5 plus 5?
Because my dexterity modifier is 5 and I rolled a d6.
But it's a d4 for you.
It should be a d6, shouldn't
No,
it?
it starts as a d4. It becomes a d6 at the 5th monk level.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
No, you're good. We'll keep it going. Yeah, just roll a d4.
Ah, fuck. 1.
Still a minimum of 6
All right,
damage.
6.
Oh my god.
6. Crack him across the face. Whatever you're doing this for, I really hope it's worth all this pain. Because this is me getting started.
Chaos is the best freedom. He says, very disoriented and disheveled.
Arudim just smiles. And he just grazes his knife across his palm. And I think that's everything I can do. So I will pass the turn.
Alright, we move into next Naleek's turn, and then after that will be Cassius. So Naleek, standing next to Deis, who's probably none too pleased with the situation, and kind of sees that. What's the call here? I feel like it's just every Naleek turn. Alright, open spell list. What do? And there's like really not that many at all. Oh shit. Fuck it. Is it that tidal wave? We're gonna do it. I just need to double check something.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh, this is a full paragraph. They don't indent any paragraphs? Come on.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, when you pull a spell over from the compendium, it literally is just wall of text.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it indents, but most of them it does not. Now, this is honestly not what I was going for. The idea I had, he was going to try and do something like Hold Person with the Control Water, but it's not worth the spell slot to him. We're going to do the classic Naleek move. Naleek's going to be like, hey, check this out. Today's, and he's going to point his finger generally above this area. And you're going to see some of the rain start to swirl a bit in a vortex and almost suction back up into what looks like the clouds. Lightning starts to cackle, generate, fires right down on the person in front of Arudim.
I have a
As
question,
he
though.
casts Call Lightning.
Did he look directly at her face? Because she would have a very concerned look on her face right now.
No, he was
Okay.
more so caught up in his thing.
That's fair.
It was a rare moment where Naleek felt like he was going to look cool, so he's trying to do it. He's like, I did this in the Hells once.
Gotcha.
Yes, he chose
I'm gonna be cool.
the shit. He's just like, I can resize it in a bit when necessary. But yes, the lightning strikes down on him. Holy shit. This individual is going to have to make a dexterity save. As Arudim, you're looking down right in front of him. Not aware of what's coming. Oh, that's not doing it. Vaporizing them right in front of you. Nothing but a corpse holding the staff seems to be unharmed.
Could I, make a check to pick it up?
No, not on your turn yet. Something like that. And you wouldn't have to make a check.
I wish there was a reaction for that.
Alright, but yes, that was pretty much his turn. He's like, check that out. And then he looks over and catches your face. Oh. And he realizes your staff. The turn, Cassius.
Keeping an eye on the goblinoid right over here, Cassius is going full Vegeta.
Oh.
He's going to fly right over, get right in this goblin's face. Hey, you want to see something cool?
Yeah, sure.
And,
For that, he gets to live.
no, he has to earn that.
I think he earned it by cooperating a little bit.
He went with the bit.
He went with the bit.
Yes, but let's not forget what Vegeta did to Android 15.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Did you just throw a motherfucking dog treat?
Let's hear it.
You're really not going to believe this.
I'm expecting it at this point. Are you about to tell me you have a nat 20?
I'm not about to tell you anything.
Because I already know. I love it. This has been the night of crits. We have to... Crit success is the title. No, Castor, I unequivocally trust you all, okay? I mean, granted, it would be incredibly damaging if you guys were to ever flub a roll like that, but I don't think you guys would because you guys know the fun that comes from bad rolls. So the fact that you guys are just getting crit after crit after crit after crit,
Oh, jeez.
fuck yeah. Let's soak it in.
Earlier.
Half tempted to seriously get a camera just to sit on this dice tray just so that I don't feel bad.
No, I will never be one of those players. We will just sooner use digital dice. I've heard about people playing online games like that, and that is disgusting to me. How dare.
Yeah, and that ones are fun.
So
Oh, yeah.
salted.
I always play into the nat ones. I mean, look what we did in Avernus when that imp was messing with us, and I nat one to the insight. Grandma, is that you?
That was great.
Gotta play into it. But yeah, by the way, let's not forget what Vegeta did to Android 18. Or not 18, 15. That's a crit.
Yes, that was the first Eldritch Blast, I take it?
Not Eldritch Blast.
Oh.
We're attacking with the packed weapon.
Oh, I got you. Oh, you're just slashing them up. Yeah. Okay, I thought we were taking it literal, like just blow them up kind of thing.
Advy?
No.
Are you getting where I'm going with this?
Do you have another die? Can I ask you to set that one to the side?
No. I'm rolling damage for the first attack.
Oh, okay. Is it max? Did you roll max on a crit damage?
No. Not yet, anyway. For that attack, it is 8 plus 5, 8 plus 6 slashing damage. And it's a new turn. Do you really want me to tell you what's coming?
Please do. For the sake of the audience at home.
We're smiting.
Yeah! Oh, and it's crit. Oh my god.
Which means we're doing it twice. 24 plus another 25.
Oh my god!
49 force damage.
This is gross.
Plus, what was your slash again?
Oh.
It was 14 slashing.
A 14 slashing and 49 force damage. Sickening 3, but 63. Oh, damage in total. Oh my god.
Isn't 63 what I did last round?
Let me go look. It is. Ow. Look at those numbers. You know what's funny too? I literally just got a message in my private group chat with the TRG guys. Corey just going, jackpot number, boys. I'm gonna put in there 63.
I have 4 new D20s. I still make my 2 other attacks. He is knocked prone.
Right, he's right.
Therefore, you have advantage.
Mm-hmm. And I have 4 D20s that I have not used this game yet. So, second attack, this one being with the longsword, so it's the quote bonus action attack.
Okay.
That is not a natural 20. That is still a 26 to hit.
Oh my. Yeah, roll the damage on that.
12 slashing.
Okay. You fly over to them and you strike them boldly with the smite, slamming them into the rooftop tile, cracking it underneath them as they almost cave in. And then you take another slash straight across their chest. A gruesome execution attempt. But despite you nearly being able to see their guts, they're gasping for air as they try to very desperately lift their light crossbow up to you, as you still have one more attack with your packed weapon.
Well, I'm glad it's with advantage, because the other one was a nat 1, but that is a 22 to hit.
Alrighty, and how do you want to do this?
Throw a motherfucking dog treat at him.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Told you. We're going full Vegeta on this one. We're taking this boy's head off.
And just, it was 19.
I kind of liked the goblin, not gonna lie.
I'm so lightheaded.
Arudim in the back of his head. Oh man.
No, I legitimately imagine like you just pulled out your pocket some sort of biscuit or something that you took from lunch and just tossed it at his head, and he literally just fell over dead. No, but you
take out a nice butter biscuit and you just go,
yes.
I have 10 rations on my person. I now have 9 rations on my person.
Wait, no. Even better. Do you have any food for your mouse?
I would assume that's part of the ration.
Yes. I imagine they're all rations.
A motherfucking dog.
Just throw a motherfucking mouse treat at. Nah, just imagine it just pegged right off his head, just fell over, lifeless, and head off for good measure.
He died as he lived.
Yeah, I had to style on that one, and oh my god, it could not have been better with that nat 20, like, right after they, hey, do you want to see something cool?
That was so glorious. Oh my god, that was so amazing. I knew this session was gonna be great.
I mean, I'm tearing through my spell slots like nobody's business, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
Oh, that was worth it.
I literally, I have 5 class features, I have 2 left that I have available to use, and 1 spell slot, and that's it!
Oh, brutal.
Nice.
Okay, so Deis, it is your turn, I believe, then, if it...
Yep, she is going to, once again, quicken her spells, and she's going to cast first Thaumaturgy, and scream out, don't touch the floaty people at all.
That's the best way you could have put that. You all hear to just yell out, probably with the most urgency you've ever heard her speak with.
Yeah. And she's going to then chain lightning the 2 that are on the ground.
Oh, 1 and 4?
Yep.
Where are the other 2 chains gonna go?
Well, she can hit this one with the main, and the first chain will hit that one, and the other chain is going to bounce off to anything that's non-sequential, because it says I can choose it. I will click on the spell.
A target can be a creature or an object and can be targeted by only one of the bolts. Okay, so you cannot target the same creature. Alright, so then yeah, you can just make it be the 2 benches or like this haystack here. Yes, by the way, Arudim, this is a haystack in case you want to go all Assassin's Creed on us. I mean,
okay, she'll hit the haystack.
Yeah.
Just a heads up, by the way, she doesn't have to do the 3rd one if she doesn't want to, because it says as many as.
Yeah, but now that I know it's something combustible, she's definitely doing it.
Okay.
More.
Oh, and is he still a hold person?
Yes.
He will automatically fail his dex save.
And then they die.
Arudim yells, something smells good over there, y'all cooking?
Shit, I actually don't have enough d10s to do all of it.
Oh my god!
Alright.
Oh, your puppy.
Almost
And
immediately.
the other one had to do a dex save of 18.
Oh, man. A 3 says no!
Oh boy.
There's no kill like over. Lucky.
56 lightning. And would it do more damage because they would be electrified from the rain?
For flavor's sake, sure, but they're already both ash. You may as well have twin cast disintegrate.
Sweet. And she will shout out again,
They're just
don't
fucking
fuck with me.
Jesus Christ.
Crantor, right in front of you, just saw them both turn to dust from lightning. Just oh my gosh. There's the Storm's Eye, but y'all are the Storm Bringers. Fuck.
Told you,
Low-key,
he's got
that's
shit to
like
do.
Arudim adjusts his collar.
Guys are kind of treading on my territory. Crantor, Crantor, son of the Stormbreaker. I mean,
Hey, fits.
no, this is his title. The Stormbreakers, y'all are the Stormbringers.
I like it.
Oh, that was great. He switched over to Crantor and everything. Oh my gosh, Cassius is now Crantor. Yes, man.
No, even better. Storm Heralds.
Ooh, I
The
like
Storm
that.
Heralds.
Call of the Storm Heralds.
Y'all,
Alley.
y'all
of
are
the
really
Storm
starting to talk guild names.
That would actually be sick as hell, though.
Stormbringers and the Storm's Eye and the Storm Heralds. Whoa. Oh, Colonel. Well, so in other words, the only one alive.
It's the only one that hasn't revealed herself yet
Yeah,
for themselves.
she's just gonna walk away. Please tell me she just gets up and walks away.
No, if anything, Arudim, you see this person on the bench stand up with like, they look wide-eyed and just kind of narrow their eyes down like they've reached a resolve and just foot forward. Yep, pulls out their long sword. They are a human.
So
In
would this be
common,
considered
I-
assisted suicide.
Arudim looks to them up and down and says, "Fighting to the last man, even though you just saw one of your comrades vaporized into piles of dust and ash. That
Alrighty, so
is a true warrior's way."
and sure enough, they go to swing on you, and their 7 misses wildly, and they draw back one more time. They swing with a 15.
Hit me. Nope.
And they missed both times. That is their turn. All right, let's rush with anything really quickly because it's literally just the one dude.
Can I finish them off?
If everyone else is cool with that, then yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then we will go straight.
I got to do my lightning. I'm happy.
Hell yeah! I love it.
So much cool shit, guys. You were all awesome.
Everybody did so much cool shit, and you guys didn't even let this become a chase. I love it.
I mean, there's a reason Arudim's fast, boys.
Yeah, no, I tried thinking of a realistic way. There could have been ways where they could have like gotten away more, but I didn't want it to be obnoxiously difficult. It had to still be realistic by Sigil standards.
To be fair, Arudim has basically 100-foot movement a turn if I bonus action.
and I knew that was going to be the case. I knew it was a matter of them having their plan. Like their plan was all they had. If their plan didn't
basically
go off flawlessly, then this wasn't going to work out for them. But yeah, here they are. Do your thing. You have your turn. Let's see what becomes of it.
And do you want me to do like flavor a killing blow or actually take a turn?
They are at full HP, but we don't have the time. So yeah, I will say go ahead and flavor. If anything, you can just flavor this because they're very clearly, they just stepped up to you and they're having a duel. They took their swings and they missed.
Arudim looks at them and says, "I appreciate the honorifics of a duel." And he sheathes the infernal dagger and he puts up his fists. "But I think it's your time to join your..." And he is going to crack. I will spend a key point for the flavor.
Oh yes, yeah, flurry of blows. Fair enough.
I will flurry of blows this person. I will crack them in the knee so hard that their knee buckles backward. I will then grab them by the head, punch them once, twice, knee them in the head, and cave their face in. They could probably still speak something.
Just leaving that, like a lot of people in the area are kind of just moving about their business. They're looking on, they're wary and stuff, but not many of them seem to be like panicking or anything.
Right, because this is probably normal.
Yeah, more or less. It just starts letting out a little chuckle. Just, oh, this was great. Fuck that money. Coastal sent us. Doomsguard fucks everything. Life kind of just fades from him. And you notice when he said Doomsguard, these creatures actually flicked their head over to look at you, and that's where we're going to end the session.
Well, nice knowing you guys.
Oh boy, they got the attention of the Dartmouth
by these things. So Advy, let's talk new characters. I was thinking barbarian, but I could totally go wizard.
¿Por qué no los dos?
I love the fact that Kobold knows what those things are out of character.
You fucking serious? I did so much research on Sigil.
The thing about Sigil is they've made it very easy to where you could just mold it to the way you want it to be, fit it into any timeline with any other world, because it connects to all worlds. Theoretically, we can connect our campaigns right here through Sigil.
Which is actually a really crazy thought.
Right? And it's one we can very easily entertain. So that's something we can play with one day. Who knows? That's what actually I was thinking, because what Zool was telling me.
Bam!
What is this? A crossover episode?
God.
Guys, you have I'm going to tell you guys right now. I am so excited for next session. Please do understand that next session has to move at a specific pace, because the excitement will be worth the payoff. Specifically because I have planned. Okay, I might as well say we're getting another guest star next week. I'm not saying who. I don't think you guys know who it is.
Zool, isn't it?
No, it's not. I was just gonna say it's not who you think it is. It's not Zool. I feel bad saying that because of the conversation that was going down the other day. That is still a possibility in the future. Will likely happen. But this one has been in plans for a long time.
Oh, I think this is the one.
We've talked about it, Zelos. Yes, please.
I don't even remember who you said.
Good.
I don't. I honestly don't.
So yeah, Kobold.
Good night, guys. This was fabulous. I loved it. Advy, you are never a bad DM. Get that through your head.
Not
I'll
even
slap you
once.
with a banana pie.
I completely agree with Zealous on this one. I finally got to use an ability I've been sitting on for the last
I'm so happy
6 months.
not like ready for it to happen kind of thing. But oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it was much more obvious in this one, but this combat was made to have something for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the rooftops, just in case Arudim wanted to get all super rogue, you know, because a lot of the enemies were up there. The flying, I honestly did not consider much about, so that really worked well in your guys' favor. I made sure to make the map big enough, because this is obviously a pre-made map. I tried to make sure it was big enough to have Gallataur pass through the roads and even the back galleries comfortably enough. So if the chase went down that way, it wouldn't outright discourage Crantor or exclude him from the fight, you know? And obviously, the Accursed Spectre situation, I was like, oh, this is gonna work out so well to their advantage.
Yeah, my goal was, because there were so many, like, I was having trouble because being able to zoom in and actually see what's going on, and then somebody off screen just happens to pop up, it was not easy for me to be able to process both zoomed all the way out to see what all all these, you know, effective combatants were doing, and then still zoom in to be able to, you know, get into range of what my character was doing. So, you know, I think Spectre, point out every single person you work with, you know, make them known to me, so that I can then, okay, problem solved. We have a narrative reason why I know where everybody is. Done.
And I completely understand. Like I said, I didn't want it to be complicated. I thought it was going to be a fun little dynamic. I'm catching up on Unexpectables right now, and I just saw the Oni fight in the Plane of Air, and the Shadow thing was just so cool to me. So I was just
That was a very cool fight.
Yeah, so and it really had me thinking. I'm like, okay, well then how can I make this a little more interesting? I'm like, well, they're in a very crowded area, and the people that they're attacking them specifically dressed up like normal people, so they blended into the crowd more. What if I didn't give them the nameplates, so they were harder to discern amongst the crowd? But I had not considered the zooming issue, because I was also having that issue even on the main camera, where I was trying to have it zoomed out enough to catch all the action, but then it wasn't, you know, catching the details of who was doing what. I had to kind of zoom in and move up and down wise, so...
And I will tell you, this made me very much consider new combat mechanics for this fight. Crantor he's had a change of tactics, let's say. He's got a lot of things to consider.
I've been thinking a lot lately about, like, how usually in combat we tend to spread out, and in most situations, something like that would actually be considered not working with each other. But the fact remains is that each of us is so survivable on our own, it's almost never a threat to us. And in doing so, it's less about us spreading out and us more keeping the enemies divided.
But that's a good point. Because at first, they were going for Crantor. Because I had it in my notes. Once the person takes the staff, or at least attempts to, everyone else on the rooftops are going to attack the first person who tries to do anything about it, which, because of the feat, was almost definitely going to be Crantor if he rolled high, which he did.
It's true.
So it really worked to their advantage, and they chunked off a fair amount of health at the beginning, but that didn't persist because Cassius so quickly got up on the assassins on the rooftops, and oh man, the tidal waves. There's so many cool happenings. But yes, folks, for those of you at home, thank you for watching. Keep up with us. If you do subscribe, hit that bell if you have not already hit it yet, because this will be coming out on a regular schedule once it gets going officially in terms of the re-upload. So yes, y'all have a good night, and we'll see you.
We love y'all.
Keep the dice rolling.
Bye, y'all.